It's all glitz, glamour, and gossip when the stars come out at 9 tonight on Fox 2.
Tonight, Princess Caroline, Princess Stephanie, an exclusive preview of Diane Sawyer's interview with the troubled first family of Monaco.
It's hard enough even, losing your mother and then being blamed for it.
From Caroline's mysterious illness to Sister Stephanie's scandalous divorce.
I don't know how long the wound will take to heal.
The royal secrets of the royal family revealed on E.T.
I want you.
The steamy sex scene's so hot, they got toned down for TV.
I kind of went really far.
I can't believe it.
From the heat of passion to lesbian love.
One kiss is good, two means they like it.
Why Relativity's risque romances have the censors running scared.
Your hilarious first look at Eddie Murphy horsing around.
You wouldn't bet on him, Ray? Ray? Wrong.
And then Goldie Hawn goes for broke at a circus of a sale in London. This is Entertainment Tonight for Wednesday, January 8th, 1997. I'm Mark Steines from Bob Cohen.
And I'm Mary Hart. Relativity has been steaming up Saturday nights this season. Now the show has its own network steamed. Just a couple of weeks after the debut of those new TV ratings for parents, Relativity is pushing the envelope with a couple of scenes that may be too hot for prime time. You can judge for yourself in this Entertainment Tonight cover story.
I want to make it last forever.
I can't believe it.
This love scene from the upcoming episode of Relativity was almost too hot to handle for ABC censors. David Conrad makes a marriage proposal at the height of the moment, and at first the network objected to the word climax in the script, but were persuaded by producers to actually air it.
I want to marry you.
Well, in the heat of
Passion.
conflict, sort of. That's a good one, huh?
During battle.
Yeah. The whole, it's a collision of intentions.
You don't need to do the graphics.
I can die now.
No.
I kind of went really far with
And sort of said, I want to marry you.
we're out on a limb there.
The sexy series about the couple's hot romance is pushing the limits further with another scene the censors were nervous about. A kiss between two lesbian characters played by Kristen Dattilo and Lisa Edelstein.
Okay, I'm really scared. Are you?
Yes.
ABC agreed to air one kissing scene between the two women, but objected to two.
One kiss is good, two means they like it. But, she's a lesbian and she's supposed to like it, so I'm hoping for two.
The producers of Relativity have faced this controversial battle before. In 1990, the same team produced 30-something, and advertisers backed out of an episode featuring two gay men in bed. In 1994, ABC again faced a controversy when Roseanne had a kissing scene with Marielle Hemingway. And this season, ABC once again found itself in the headlines over speculation that Ellen DeGeneres' character may come out as a lesbian later this year. Lisa Edelstein is happy that her character on Relativity is finally entering a romance and hopes that it will inspire more gay storylines on television.
If everyone starts doing it, then it'll stop being a big deal, and I think that would be a really good thing.
That episode of Relativity airs Saturday on ABC, and the network says if some advertisers decide to cancel, there are others waiting to take their place.
Well, from sex scenes too hot for TV to a movie about a crusading sex entrepreneur. The People vs. Larry Flynt premiered in Cincinnati last night. Woody Harrelson was on hand for the festivities, and in Middle America, they're still talking about last night.
It's good, solid entertainment. He had a hell of a life.
This is where it all started, so I felt it appropriate that we have a premiere here.
It was a Cincinnati send-off to premiere the movie about the wild life of Hustler magazine publisher Larry Flynt. But it was more like a family reunion for the celebrities who grew up nearby.
It's a very exciting time for me, being here with my brother, so close to home.
Real-life brothers Woody and Brett star in the film as Larry Flynt and his brother Jimmy.
It was as big as I didn't know it was going to be like this. I mean, it was just like being in New York or L.A.
The night was certainly a thrill for the boys' mom.
I like to see them being very close because they weren't always that close. That's the nicest thing that can happen to a mother.
Besides family, there were hometown friends, including an old high school buddy.
Yeah. Hey, what the hell, man?
But everyone was there to see Woody's portrayal of Flynt, who launched his controversial magazine in Cincinnati.
You got a real
naked woman there, okay? A beautiful girl.
Thank you, Mr. Flynt.
Just shoot her.
Okay, I want to know, have you ever bought a Hustler?
Well, I'd say yeah, I probably have. But it's strictly for research of, you know, the movie.
Well, The People vs. Larry Flynt is now playing in selected cities and will open across the country on Friday. While Hollywood is holding its breath, the Oscar ballots are in the mail. Oscar fever is underway. The ballots went out today to voting members of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. Nominations will be announced February 11th. The Oscars will be handed out March 24th live on ABC. And from now to Oscar night to the big day after, the most complete Academy Awards coverage is only on Entertainment Tonight.
Goldie Hawn was the center of attention today in London, leading a parade to the world-famous Harrods sale. The January sale at Harrods is always a circus, so it seemed fitting that Goldie Hawn rode in on top of an elephant to kick off the annual event. Goldie agreed to the publicity stunt to raise money for endangered elephants. But what the press wanted to know was if rumors were true that she and Kurt Russell were engaged.
I'm not. I'm quite happy being unmarried.
It was a mob scene as she led the press on a preview of the sale. Among the bargains, a diamond necklace at 50% off, only $460,000.
2, 1, the sale is open.
There was a huge crowd of eager shoppers, but were they there for the bargains or to see Goldie?
We're here to buy.
Well, hopefully we're going to have a look at the china. I think she's great.
She's my age as well, except I don't look as good as she does.
After Goldie's appearance at Harrods, the store donated $25,000 to her favorite charity, Fauna and Flora International.
Their mother, Princess Grace, lived a fairy tale come true, but since her death, Monaco's Princess Stephanie and Princess Caroline have been living a nightmare. Coming up on E.T., from Caroline's disease to Stephanie's divorce.
I see men in a very, very different way now.
We're inside the palace as Monaco's royalty talks about their royal problems.
The Law from Larry Hagman.
You're guilty until proven innocent.
J.R. Ewing has gone from Dallas to Orleans, and he's doling out his own brand of justice.
Court session.
Why Brooke Shields has a big nose, plus Eddie Murphy's day at the races.
A multitude of possibilities.
That's next on E.T.
It says here this new Minute Maid Premium tastes like eating a fresh ripe orange. Could it be true?
I don't know, but I mean to find out. Was this extraordinary taste truly like that of a fresh ripe orange? I would not rest until I knew. Finally, there came the moment of truth. The taste of this fresh ripe orange was like the Minute Maid I'd savored just 8 months prior.
New Minute Maid Premium. Bite into it.
The two princesses of Monaco take you inside their palace of pain and talk about their men, mishaps, and Caroline's mystery illness. Plus, how Eddie Murphy got battered and bruised making his new movie Metro. That's coming up on Entertainment Tonight.
So, it was a few days before my big birthday, and I just knew my friends were planning a surprise party. And what happens? I get the flu. Fever, pain, the whole bit. So I took Tylenol Flu with maximum strength flu medicines plus extra strength Tylenol to relieve the pain. And I felt better. Just in the nick of time.
Tylenol Flu. What to do when you get the flu.
From nothing to inspire the dreams of a nation and capture the imagination of the world. Madonna, Antonio Banderas, Jonathan Pryce, in an Alan Parker film.
I kept my promise, don't keep your distance.
Evita, rated PG, starts Friday, January 10th at a theater near you.
Like most people, you probably don't spend a lot of time thinking about your electricity. And the fact that Union Electric recycles over 1.5 million tires a year to generate that electricity may not be the most exciting news. Though it does mean millions of tires won't end up in landfills. What probably is important to you is that every time you flick a switch, push a button, or turn on a light, it works. Union Electric. we're always there.
The producer of Thomas the Tank Engine brings to life an amazing adventure for the whole family. Britt Alcross' Magic Adventures of Mumphy the Movie, only $14.98 wherever video is sold. Tomorrow on Entertainment Tonight, the tragic story that gripped America becomes the focus of a media frenzy.
I think there's a lot of fascination with this case.
From magazines to movies of the week, the shocking murder of a Little Miss pageant queen becomes Hollywood's most controversial new property. Then, who's the mystery blonde on the new cover of JFK Jr.'s magazine? We reveal her secret identity. That's tomorrow.
As JR on Dallas, Larry Hagman oversaw the Ewing Empire with an iron fist. More than 5 years and 1 liver transplant later, Larry is back with a brand new series. But he's brought that same old Texas-sized attitude along with him.
I want that tie. You ain't getting this tie.
You are suing his client for $2.25 million, and now you want his tie. Down here is a different way of looking at the legal system, I think.
Your Honor, if he wins this case, I'll give him this tie.
Larry Hagman is back with the new TV series, moving his act from Dallas to Orleans. He plays a judge with tastes for gambling and motorcycles who rules his court Southern style.
It means you're guilty until proven innocent.
Court's in session.
Larry's in good health after a liver transplant a year and a half ago and shows Bob Goen a little Southern hospitality with a private tour of the Orleans set.
This is your office, basically.
Yeah, this is Judge's chamber.
Yeah.
Housed in an empty building in the heart of the French Quarter, the set is pure Orleans. The cast even suffered in the intense Louisiana heat until Larry made a call to the show's production office.
Let's have all the guys in the production office shut off the air conditioning in support of the people working here until we get the air conditioning. Boy, it sure just, boom, we had it the next day. There it was.
What's this?
Yeah, it's the Harley-Davidson Fat Boy.
Larry's joined by an ensemble cast of young actors, all happy to be working with the series veteran.
Larry's the most gracious person I've ever worked with. As far as I'm concerned, I think he's the biggest TV star ever.
The law comes naturally to Larry. His father was an attorney and his grandfather a judge. Now all he needs is the spirit of the city.
They said, what did you do on Sunday? I said, I was driving all over New Orleans. They said, what were you doing? I said, looking for my character. It's out there somewhere.
Larry is back on TV with a 2-hour Orleans premiere tonight on CBS. And also premiering tonight, Chicago Suns on NBC. That sitcom stars Jason Bateman as one of 3 disagreeing brothers trying to make it in the Windy City.
Something strange has happened to Brooke Shields. Suddenly, Susan has a big nose, and it smells like a big problem for her love life at ET Celebrity Central.
What do you say we have dinner? Will we say Friday?
I can't Friday.
Saturday?
I'm out of town.
When are you back?
Brooke dons a fake schnoz to prove her point about beauty when David Chokichi guest stars tomorrow night on Suddenly Susan. The episode features another mystery guest, former presidential candidate Bob Dole.
If you need any help with that citizenship test, Bob Dole is available for tutoring.
Dole says he couldn't resist the chance to share the stage with Brooke.
You know, I like to have fun. I like to do different things. I like Brooke Shields, so here I am.
Well, it's a good thing because I'm standing right next to you.
He's looking at you, kid.
Here's looking at you, Bogey. The legendary star is the latest to be immortalized on a U.S. postage stamp. Postmaster General Marvin Runyon gave ET an exclusive sneak peek at the Humphrey Bogart stamp, which goes on sale in June.
He was in 75 films. He got an Academy Award. He is just a good picture of a person who has practiced that art.
Bogey joins Marilyn Monroe and James Dean in the Legends of Hollywood stamp series. And Cuba Gooding Jr., Denzel Washington, Eddie Murphy, Jada Pinkett, and Whitney Houston are among the stars nominated for Image Awards today by the NAACP. Brandy was also one of the nominees for Youth Actor Award, and the films A Time to Kill, Courage Under Fire, and The Preacher's Wife were among the nominees for Outstanding Motion Picture.
Eddie Murphy has been fat, he's been a felon, and he's always been funny. Now in his new movie Metro, Eddie is an action hero, but he still finds time to horse around in this Entertainment Tonight exclusive.
See the 4-horse? Mm-hmm. Dropping in class, no works, front wraps, looking all broken down. You wouldn't bet on him, right? Right. Wrong. You bet on him because see the woman right there with the big belt buckle? That's the owner of the horse, and that belt buckle is a championship belt buckle. She wouldn't come down here with a fancy buckle on unless the horse was live. We'd go with him.
That's how you pick your bets, by belt buckle?
Well, you just trust me then.
In this exclusive clip of Metro, fast-talking Eddie Murphy shows partner Michael Rappaport that he has the inside track and all the right moves.
Can I have a dozen donuts, please?
He's a police hostage negotiator who uses unconventional methods to save people.
Okay, Earl, pack it. Man, what's in the bag? These are donuts, Earl.
What's at the core of a hostage negotiator is getting everybody out of the situation without anybody getting hurt.
Eddie says this is the most physically exhausting role he's ever done.
I was always pulling something. I remember pulling muscles in my legs and twisting stuff. But it's great when you see that the finished result. It's like, wow.
I got 2 words for you. Seek help.
With all those pulled muscles, Eddie says he doesn't see how men of action like Arnold, Bruce, and Sly keep going so strong. Metro arrives in theaters 1 week from Friday.
Inside the Royal Palace in Monaco, Princess Stephanie and Princess Caroline talk about their troubled lives. Plus, the whole story on a woman who could become America's top snowboarder. That's right, Mary Hart, next on E.T.
Voluminous mascara. What makes it so? More soft, full lashes than you know.
L'Oreal's Voluminous Mascara, a lash-plumping formula, a deluxe lush brush.
Look into my eyes. What do you see?
A lot of lashes by L'Oreal.
This is your chocolate zone. Indulgent. With sweet escapes. Real Hershey's chocolate with less fat. Sweet escapes from Hershey.
November 7th, 1991. December 14th, 1989. Make no mistake, winter is coming, and another big storm could be just around the corner. So be prepared. Turn to Fox 2 News' Dave Murray, the weather authority. He'll let you know when bad winter weather is brewing, and he'll keep you ahead of the storm. Watch Dave Murray, the weather authority, only on Fox 2 News. Get a big screen TV at a price you won't lose any sleep over. Circuit City, you can't get a lower price. We guarantee it.
Don't miss a brand new episode of TV's most talked about show.
Golly!
The X-Files, Sunday at 9, 8 Central on Fox.
Don't go anywhere. Something's happening tonight on Fox 2. Brandon's worked hard his whole life for one goal. And now he may not get it. Find out why next on 90210. Then Bailey cheated on Sarah and now he wants her back. Here's to Party of 5 tonight at 8 on Fox 2.
My family and I spent the holidays in Montana, where I was determined to start the new year out with a bang. So I loaded up the home video camera, braved the cold, buckled into a snowboard, and it was all downhill after that.
Smooth as butter. Here we go.
Oh, that feels good. What? That feels great. My friend Kathy had the video camera to capture every second of my snowboarding lesson with World Cup champ Steve Persons.
#1 in the world teaching me. I can't embarrass him too badly.
This is work. Intro.
Have to do this right by the lift line.
For family photo history, Kathy risked life and limb.
Here she comes again. For you, it's pretty flat here.
As you can see, snowboarding is definitely a sport you learn from the bottom up.
Oh, I didn't really fall. It's a break. I just completed my first run.
Easy.
Easy. That was fun.
Oh, you were having fun out there.
I had a blast. For 3 days I snowboarded, Mark, and it was terribly painful and fell an awful lot. And by the way, that was more of a slope than it looked like there.
Oh, that looked,
Mount
very
Everest.
good.
I mean, it was Mount Everest, really.
Yeah, sure it was. The skis going to go away? Or are you going to keep the skis as well?
No. I have to work on the snowboarding some more, so I don't feel like Quasimodo the next morning. And then I'm going to, go back to skiing too, definitely.
All right. Well, changing gears now. While their mother, Princess Grace, seemed to be living a fairy tale in Monaco, life for Princess Stephanie and Princess Caroline has been anything but. From divorce to a mysterious disease, the royal family has gone through a royal mess, and now they're finally ready to sit down and talk about it.
It's hard enough even, losing your mother and then being blamed for it.
It's the image that comes back, that is.
Memories of happy times, devastating personal tragedies, and highly publicized scandals are all part of Diane Sawyer's candid interviews with Monaco's royal family for tonight's edition of Primetime Live. Princess Caroline talks to Diane about her ill-fated marriage at age 21 to Philippe Junot and the strength she's had to find since the sudden death of her mother and then her second husband in a tragic boating accident. Primetime producers Shelley Ross and Anthony Radswell also reveal Princess Caroline's outrage over paparazzi photos showing her bald, which sparked rumors of ill health.
Photographs of Caroline with her shaved head taken through her windows of her home. She talks about the shock, the anger of seeing those photographs, of having her privacy invaded.
The princess also shares her vivid recollections of her mother with Diane.
There's sort of visions of, as a small child, of seeing somebody incredibly beautiful and well-dressed going out, and so the trail of perfume behind and saying, careful, don't mess my hair or makeup.
Memories of her mother's death and its aftermath still clearly haunt Princess Stephanie. She was 17 when the fatal accident occurred.
As you know, there were so many rumors that you were driving the car, that you were arguing at the time. Once and for all, what really did happen?
First of all, I'd like them to try and put themselves in my skin and hear such a thing being said. And it's easy to hurt people and say lies. But they should try and turn it over to them and try and just sit and take in somebody saying that, in other words, you killed your mother.
Princess Stephanie's road to happiness has been as rocky as her sister's. She seemed to have found happiness when she married Daniel Ducrouet, her ex-bodyguard and father of her 2 children. But last year, she was humiliated when photos of her husband making love to another woman were published. The couple is now divorced.
You have been through such a rough couple of months.
Of course, it's still so new and fresh, and I don't know how long the wound will take to heal, but it's sure that I see men in a very, very different way now.
Tonight's broadcast coincides with the anniversary of 700 years of rule by the Grimaldi family in Monaco.
Through the past 700 years, they've really learned to go with the flow, which has sort of made them what they are today, a successful royal family.
Diane Sawyer also sits down with Prince Rainier to talk about his feelings on the family's problems. Primetime Live airs tonight on ABC.
The X-Files' David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson are on a very complex case. Something strange is happening in the city of Springfield, and one Homer Simpson is at the heart of the mystery. It's their hilarious animated investigation later on E.T.
You just answer truthfully. Do you understand?
Yes.
Who fouled things up as Corporal Agarn on F Troop? Your answer is next in the E.T. Birthdays.
Here's what's coming up at 10 on Fox 2 News.
The right to end your own life goes before the Supreme Court today as the battle over doctor-assisted suicide heats up. Plus, one of Hollywood's biggest stars battles back from medical problems. It's a whale of a story tonight at 10.
And we better dust off that shovel because we're going to need it by tomorrow morning. I'll tell you how much snow to expect at 10.
For today's happy forecast and more,
keep it right here on Fox 2.
Fox 2 News tonight.
Coming up at 10.
It's not just a place. It's an attitude. 90210. New episodes begin tonight on Nonstop Fox.
When your boyfriend cheats on you, you can cry about it, or you can get even.
You want to cheat on me? Yeah, maybe I do.
A brand new Party of Five tonight.
Then it's all glitz, glamour, and Hollywood gossip when the stars come out at 9. Here's to Access Hollywood and Extra, followed by Fox 2 News tonight at 10.
Stop everything. Hold it right there. Before you go one step further, break for steak at Applebee's. And don't miss one juicy, tender bite of Applebee's sizzling house sirloins or Cajun marinated Bourbon Street steak. There's spicy steak burritos, crispy steak nachos, steak every way you want it. So whatever you're doing, wherever you're going, stop and break for steak at Applebee's.
America's favorite flavor, Applebee's.
Promotional consideration provided by DirecTV. Want a video store in your living room? You can choose from up to 55 pay-per-view movies a night, only on the 18-inch DSS dish and DirecTV, satellite TV at its best.
Having a bear of a birthday with E.T. today, Homicide's Michelle Forbes is 32. David Bowie is 50.
Soupy Sales celebrates 71. And who fouled things up as Corporal Agarn on F Troop? It's Larry Storch. He's 74 today.
You know what they say, the truth is out there. Maybe the X-Files' David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson will find it in Springfield.
That's because they are visiting Homer and Marge and the rest of the Simpson gang. We have a preview as we say goodbye.
See you tomorrow.
Hello, can I help you?
Agents Mulder and Scully, FBI.
Is this about that pen that I took from the post office? I swear, I didn't know I put it in my purse. Then I was going to bring it back, but the dog chewed it up, and that just made things worse.
Actually, we're here to see your husband about his UFO encounter.
Oh, come in.
Mr. Simpson, look at this lineup and tell us if any of these are the aliens you saw.
Yo! No, I'm sorry.
Oh, this makes me very angry.
Now we're going to run a few tests. This is a simple lie detector. I'll ask you a few yes or no questions, and you just answer truthfully. Do you understand?
Yes.